Okay, so if you're new here, my name is Gal, and I am a curly hairstylist. I work out of Ottawa, Canada, and I haven't been live in a hot minute because I am finishing my level 2 at hair school right now. One second. I'm finishing my level 2 apprenticeship, so I'm away from the salon right now, and I have been away, sorry, YouTube. Sorry. Instagram just got dropped. There we go. There we go. Okay, so yeah, anyway, so let's get into my hair routine. This is gonna be a pretty quick hair routine lately. The main reason being because when I had longer hair, I was really working to control frizz a little bit more. Now that my hair is a little bit shorter and a little bit healthier, I actually prefer a shorter hair routine that gives me more volume and less definition. So the first question you want to ask yourself when you're looking at an influencer online, when you're looking at a hair routine and you're trying to evaluate whether or not it's the right hair routine for me, is what is this hair routine's goals? What are they trying to achieve with this hair routine? And what is the hair type of the person who's doing this routine? And do those match my goals and my hair challenges, okay? So for me, my hair type, my porosity is relatively moderate. It's not super high porosity, it's not super low porosity. My hair density, again, relatively moderate. My strand thickness, relatively moderate. It's not super coarse, it's not super fine, okay? My hair goals, I like big hair. Okay, and I'm not afraid of a little bit of frizz, but I do like some definition. So I'm not willing to go like full lose control in order to get volume. I do like definition. Okay, so that's kind of gives you an idea of where we're headed with this routine. I'm just going to even though I just showered, I am going to re-wet my hair before I start applying my products. Normally what I would recommend you do is you bring your styling products right into the shower with you, but of course I had to get dressed before we did the routine today because I'm videotaping. Okay. Alright, so this is how wet I want my hair to be before I start my routine. Soaking wet, just got out of the shower. The first hair product I'm going to put in my hair is going to be, one second, Recoil. I don't use this product, it's a curl cream. Not everybody needs a curl cream, but if you struggle with frizz, especially in the summer, a curl cream can be nice. Creams help counteract frizz, okay? If you don't struggle with frizz, you might not need a cream. I'm going to use a small amount of Recoil by AG. You always emulsify Recoil before you put it in your hair. It's a condensed product, okay? So a little bit goes a very long way. Use a little bit of water, you'll see how much Recoil actually is. Now I'm going to put that all throughout my soaking wet hair. A little bit goes, oh. Sorry, Instagram, I thought we were live. If you're new here, my name is Gal. I'm a hairstylist from Ottawa, Canada, and we're doing my hair routine. I just put AG Recoil into my hair. We're just getting started. So I was just talking about how if you have frizz, cream is often a good product to start with because cream counteracts frizz. If you don't struggle with frizz, you may not need a cream product. A lot of curly girls think everybody needs a curl cream. Not true. Not everybody needs a curl cream. Now, cream is not the only way to tackle frizz. A lot of the time people get frizz just because they're not using enough water in their routine or because their hair is unhealthy and they need to start doing more deep treatments, they need to clarify, they need a haircut, different things like that. But if your hair generally is prone to frizz, cream can often help counteract that. Okay, so we've gone and put in the AG Recoil as my first styling product. I'm actually just going to quickly go in with a detangling brush smooth some of that wet frizz that I have. Okay. Lovely. One of the things I like about AG Recoil is it's going to help my hair now start accepting a little bit more moisture. Okay, so the next two products I'm going to put in my hair. I also need to find a spray bottle. Do I have a spray bottle hiding on me somewhere? Not today, eh? Here we go. Okay. Okay, so the next product I'm going to put in my hair is the I Create Definition Styling Foam. Some people only need one pump of this stuff. It's very strong. Some foams are very soft hold. This one is a very strong hold. It leaves your hair very crunchy. Don't worry, we're not going to leave with crunchy hair today. So it's because of that, if you have like low density fine hair, you might only need one pump. I need like a lot. Just because my hair can tolerate a lot of product. Apply it to soaking wet hair. I'm going to start with 2 pumps here. Two pumps here. I actually recommend you apply this to your hair in sections. Like you section your hair and apply it to make sure you don't miss any spots if you have a lot of hair. I tend to, like I've applied this to my hair so many times, I kind of have a sense for where I end up missing. I should still apply it in sections, but I'm not going to, so. And I'm kind of counting in my head where I'm at. So this product is called I Create Definition by InnerSense, and it is literally going to do just that. It's going to give me strong hold, which is going to help encourage my lazy curl. It's also going to add definition, okay? But it's very, very lightweight. Now, if your hair is very fine, like baby fine, low density, it might be too strong hold for you. You might not need a product that's this strong hold, okay? Not everybody does. You might prefer something like I Create Volume, which is a softer hold but still lightweight. But if your hair is very like heavy and fine, maybe longer on the longer side, or if your hair is more like mine, like a medium strand thickness, and you like that really strong hold, you might love it. It gets weighed down easily. Okay, and now I really like to make sure I really have gotten enough hold right on my crown. I always find I don't have enough product. Right here. Right here. Okay. That's hopefully enough. Okay. So once I have gone in with the I Create Definition, so first product was for frizz and humidity protection. That was AG Recoil. Second product, I Create Definition, was for definition and hold. The last product is I Create Volume. This product is because I find with my hair, if I just use I Create Definition, my hair ends up a little bit stringy and it doesn't clump well. So I like to top it with I Create Volume. It kind of gives the similar results to like if you scrunch your hair with a mousse at the end, you know how it helps everything clump, but it's a lotion, so it's very, very watery. Some people only need I Create Volume. It will, on like literally, there's some clients that like I use I Create Volume as a one and done. It's a very moisturizing product. It's can kind of be used as a gel, I would say, because it does have hold to it. Not super strong hold, although some people might find it feels strong hold on their hair if their hair doesn't need a lot of hold. So it just depends on your hair. And immediately you'll see things are starting to clump a little bit better with my hair than when it was just the I Create Definition, because there's so much moisture retention in that I Create Volume product. think of the double gel technique? I mean, in a sense, that's what I just did. I create definition foam, which is a super strong hold product, and then I create volume, which is a more moisture loving, lighter hold gel on top. It's just I did it with a foam and a gel. So I think as long as both gels are serving a different purpose, yeah, absolutely. A lot of people are going to do it with like a gelée and a gel. I would just make sure you know why you're using both different gels. So somebody's asking, what do you think of the double gel technique? Like using 2 different gels on your hair. I don't think everybody needs 2 different gels. I think that's going to be more commonly used on hair that is like medium to coarse. And I think that's going to be less common on very fine hair. Although that's not to say there's no fine hair that will appreciate that. Is this a refresh? No, this is a full wash day. But after I apply my products, on my wash day, I resaturate my hair. Can I use I Create Volume for a refresh? Absolutely you can. Now it's going to depend what your wash day products are, because I Create Volume has a little bit of tackiness to it. So some people are going to prefer, so I actually like to use I Create Volume on dry hair, on my hair can tolerate it. And I'll literally like smooth it to add definition back if my hair is lacking definition. And then if I find I need to, I'll spritz my hair with a little bit of water afterwards if it needs it. And I love using I Create Volume like that. Yeah, absolutely love using I Create Volume like that. But some people need a cream to refresh if they're just having frizz rather than lack of definition. So like it just depends on your hair, especially if your wash day products were really tacky, then you might need a cream, because adding tacky to tacky is just going to make your hair gunky on your refresh. So it just depends what your wash day products were like and what your hair feels like. If you only use curl cream on first day, I Create Volume would be a great refresh product. Okay. Okay, so now that we've got the hair nice and wet, I'm going to take my wide tooth comb, okay? And I'm going to brush the back of my hair back down over my ears so that it doesn't all get brushed forward. Because then when I come up, if it's all brushed forward, it's going to fall down weird. I'm going to kind of start brushing everything back. Right? Okay. And I might just take a few sections and just brush them up so they're not flat against my head. Okay, and this is where I'm just starting to get creative. So somebody was asking about the InnerSense curl creams. So there's 2 products that you can use for InnerSense curl creams. There's this Serenity smoothing cream, which is a blowout cream. It's very rich, but it tends to be the one I personally reach for finer hair. And then there's the Quiet Calm Curl Control, which is their traditional curl cream, and it tends to be the one I reach for medium and coarse hair. But I would say none of their curl creams are super lightweight. The Serenity Smoothing Cream is not technically a curl cream. It is a blowout cream. So it has thermal heat protection. It can be used to blow your hair straight, to do a blowout. But that's why I use that one for fine hair, if I want a cream for fine hair. Or I'll go to a different lineup. Like I might use the Living Proof Curl Enhancer or Diva Curl Wave Maker or something like that. Inner Sense is the company that we're referring to. Okay, so that's pretty much like the base that I create before I start diffusing my hair now. You might have seen me talk about the rake and shake method a lot in the past. I still love the rake and shake method. It is still the method I teach to my clients. If your hair is transitioning, it's not at optimal health, if you're struggling with frizz, if you want more definition, rake and shake method is going to be that technique that gets you there. I am not going for maximum definition anymore. That's not my goal. My hair is also very healthy, and that's why I'm not currently doing the rake and shake method. If I decide to grow my hair out again, I might go back to doing it. At least in certain sections of my hair, but I also have a very high tolerance for frizz in my hair these days. In order to get a little bit more volume. Okay, so before I actually start diffusing my hair, how are we doing for time? I'm going to take a microfiber towel or a cotton t-shirt, flip my hair upside down, scrunch, scrunch. This is called micro popping. Now, depending on your hair type, you want to be careful not to over scrunch your hair. If you over scrunch, you're going to start seeing wet frizz emerge all over your hair. If you have wet frizz, you're definitely going to have dry frizz. If your hair is already frizzy at this step, you're somebody who probably should be doing the rake and shake method, okay, as opposed to just doing a wide comb like what I just did. See, if you notice with my hair, I have pretty much no wet frizz right now. AG is a Canadian company, yes. Based out of BC, I want to say. Okay. So there's two main diffusing techniques, hover diffusing and pixie diffusing. Everybody's going to have a slightly different diffusing routine. If your hair dries super, super quickly and you have a lazy curl and you're really trying to encourage your curl, you're probably going to start with pixie diffusing, which is where you cup your hair and then maybe hover diffuse at the end, or pixie diffuse the entire time. If your hair dries super quickly and you want to capture that curl. If your hair does not dry like within 10 minutes when you're diffusing, and your hair is more prone to frizz, then you're probably going to start with hover diffusing. Hover diffusing is when you hover your diffuser around your hair. For me, I really like to encourage my curl, and I'm not as worried about frizz, so I actually like to start with pixie diffusing. Because I'm really trying to capture a lot of volume. Now the two techniques I talked about, pixie diffusing, which is what we're doing right here, and then hover diffusing, which is where you hover the diffuser around the hair. You're going to pixie diffuse when you want to encourage the curl more, okay? One of the things you can do to pixie diffuse without creating too much frizz is to hold the positions a little bit longer. If you want more volume, with Pixie Diffusing, we're going to move the diffuser more, okay? Pixie Diffuse with less frizz, hold positions longer. Pixie Diffuse with more volume, you're going to move the diffuser more, okay? Okay, the other technique is hover diffusing, and hover diffusing is not going to encourage your curl, it's not going to encourage volume, but it is going to freeze frizz. It's not going to create more frizz. I know some people's hair will dry in like 6-7 minutes when they diffuse. It's not as common, but well, there's other people though that it'll take them an hour and a half to diffuse your hair, so you're in good company. Do you like curl memory for your hair? I haven't used it on my hair, but I have used it on some clients, and yeah, it works really well. But I haven't used it on my hair yet. You should be pretty quick diffusing my hair today because usually I use the Lysin and the Sharp is very fast. It's very hot. It's more like the Dyson. Today, the first product that I used on my hair was AG Recoil. AG Recoil, I love this time of year. My hair is definitely prone to frizz when I am in like the July heat in the humidity. I don't use a curl cream always on my hair in the winter, but I definitely do in the summer. So I use AG Recoil as my base because there's humidity protection in that product. I use like a small amount of it. I'd say maybe a nickel amount, emulsify it, put that in my hair. That's my base product on soaking, dripping wet hair. Next product I went in with is a generous amount of Eye Create Definition by Innocent, okay? Some people can only handle like 1 pump of this product, especially if you have fine or lower density hair. If you use Eye Create Definition styling foam, and your hair gets super crunchy, you can't break the crunch, you can't break the cap, you use too much of it, or maybe you need like a curl cream or something underneath of it, it is a great product, very strong hold, but it's easy to overdo it, okay? My hair can handle like 9-10 pumps of this stuff. But everybody's hair is different. It's also not for everyone. No product is one size fits all. It is too strong hold for some people. Absolutely. If you think it's maybe a little too strong hold for you, a way to use it up, if you bought it, is to use it as a topper over another gel. Okay? Maybe just on your ends, for example. So use a different gel and use a little half pump over your end, glaze it, like scrunch it over your ends for a little extra oomph, a little extra hold just on your ends. But it's a great product. So anyways, I use that as my main gel or my main foam. And then I use, because it doesn't give a lot of like clumping power, because it's so strong hold in such a lightweight package, I use about like a tablespoon, maybe 2 tablespoons of the Eye Create Volume Lotion, which is kind of gives the same like clumping power that you might get from a mousse, okay? It's volumizing, very like attracts moisture in a way that a mousse wouldn't. And I use that all over, and then I resaturated my hair. And then I basically just went in with a Y2 comb and alternated kind of adding water and scrunching until I was happy with the pumps that I was seeing. I like really big hair. And so these days, I really just let my hair do its own natural thing. I don't want it to make the clumps too big. Yeah, things are going well. Okay. So this is how I diffuse the back. I lean everything back and literally just hold my diffuser back. One question I get a lot is, does the porosity of my hair matter? Okay, and this is a great question. So, does the porosity of your hair matter? I mean, yes, but I would venture to say that for a lot of clients, like I'm a hairstylist, for a lot of clients, it can be difficult to self-assess your porosity, okay? And the reason for that is there are a lot of people out there who have more than one porosity on their head, so then that can be really tricky. And if you misdiagnose your porosity, well, that's going to put you in a tailspin. So it's okay if you don't know your porosity. If you don't know your porosity, then I would instead use as a criteria the thickness of your hair strand. Use that. Do I have fine hair? Do I have medium hair? Do I have coarse hair? And that's going to be a lot easier to use as a criteria when you're choosing products, when you're making decisions for like what deep treatment to use on my hair, like things like that. That's going to be a really good guiding light for you. However, does the porosity of your hair matter? Yeah, it does. Porosity is going to be a guiding light certainly for your hairstylist. And usually if you ask your hairstylist what your porosity is, they'll be able to tell you, or they'll at least be able to like give you an idea. So why does porosity matter? Your porosity is going to affect, to a certain extent, more so it's going to affect things your hairstylist does. And that's why I say it does matter, but you don't need to panic about it at home. I will in just a sec because I just went through the products I use, but I will go through them again. So at home, what is porosity? So porosity is the rate at which your hair can absorb product. So for example, if you have low porosity hair, it's helpful to know that in the sense that your hair is struggling to absorb moisture. And so you want to be mindful of that in the sense that like, oh, my hair is struggling to absorb moisture, I want to make sure I'm clarifying on a regular basis. If my hair is very high porosity, I want to be mindful of that in the sense that, okay, maybe I'm trying to think of, like, you're likely going to need to be doing more protein-based deep treatments, bond treatments. You probably need, I would think, I'm trying to think, it's like, yes, porosity matters, but like your strand thickness is so much more important for you as a client. Anything beyond that, it's like, yes, it does affect things, but less so than your strand thickness, in my opinion. The exception would be if you are at an extreme, like if you are high porosity, or if you are low porosity. And if you're in one of those categories, probably I would hope your hairstylist is having a conversation with you about that. Or you probably know. At that point, you probably know there's something going on with my hair. Okay, so the products I used on my hair today. Woo! We are casted today, but I'm excited because I actually have inner peace. I'm so sorry, that was a funny thing to say. I have the product, Inner Peace, to break my cast today. The products that I use today, AG Recoil, I Create Definition, and I Create Volume. Okay, we've got an awesome cast here. I'm going to grab the inner piece, and I think I'm gonna start breaking the cast so we can get to like the next level of drying here. You can see the eye crate definition gave me a really strong cast. Maybe I used 1 or 2 pumps too much, but we'll see. So the inner piece is a cream texture paste. It's a pomade, what's it called? An inner piece whipped cream texturizer. It's a pomade, you can absolutely use this on short hair. I think that's probably the like on-label use of it. That's not how we use it in the salon. We love this stuff. We use it instead of an oil to break the cast. If you have very silky hair, okay, this is your friend. Silky hair and you like more volume, you want to counteract some of that silkiness because your curl tends to fall out. Your volume tends to fall out because your hair is so silky. Take a little bit of this whipped cream texturizer. I'm telling you, every time I put this in someone's hair, they're like, ooh, it smells so good. Every time. Yeah, I know it does. You don't need very much of it, and if your hands are dry, it's just gonna absorb right into your hand. So, moisturize your hands first maybe. Okay, a little bit goes a long way. You saw how much I took, less than like a pea-size amount. A little bit goes a long way. And don't put too much on because this isn't a curl cream that we're putting on our hair, it's a pomade. So if I put too much on my hands, I tend to put it back. So start with a little bit and build up to it. It's okay, your hair can be like 98% dry. It's okay, it doesn't have to be 100% dry. Because it's actually, if it's 95% dry, it's even gonna like encourage the curl a little bit. Okay, so we've got that, and I'm gonna use that to start breaking this cast. I'm gonna feel kind of the moisture in the center of some of those curl clumps. Now, I'm gonna start breaking the cast. If I feel that moisture, I'm gonna keep diffusing, okay? Because I don't wanna start making things frizzy. Oh yeah, I definitely put too much eye crate definition in my hair. But hopefully we can fix it. This is called Inner Peace Cream Texturizer by Inner Sense. So when I first scrunched it into my hair, it felt like it was getting sticky when it came into contact with the eye crate definition, because I have a lot of eye crate definition in my hair. So I went right back in, I kept diffusing, and it got past that. And now it doesn't feel sticky anymore. So it's called Inner Peace by Inner Sense. So I'm going in with a little bit more of it. Getting it all in the back. Now we definitely have too much eye crate definition in my hair. It's gonna be hard to get volume. Oh well. Yeah, this wasn't a refresh day. This was a wash day routine. So one of the things I like about this product is that I find I can refresh over it. Like, I don't find it gets gunky in my hair. So somebody's saying my hair curls from mid to bottom, but not at the top. So I've tried everything. We have volume and curl at the top. I have fine silky hair. It's also oily at this time of year. So first of all, it's very normal to have a curl pattern that doesn't curl all the way up to the root. There's nothing wrong with your hair. Not everybody's curl goes all the way up to the root. That's just your natural curl pattern. So it's not a problem per se. It's just your natural curl pattern. So to a certain extent, if you don't want to fight it too hard, that is your natural curl pattern. Second of all, diffusing your hair will make a big difference. Diffusing your hair upside down will give you more volume, okay? So that would be the second thing I would say. Second of all, if your hair is very silky, products that add texture are going to help you with that. Products like Inner Peace, when you break your cast, are going to add texture to your hair and will make it easier to build volume in your hair without it just slipping out and falling out. You can use a product like Inner Peace. You can add a texture spray to your hair. Third of all, using techniques like the rake and shake method, which sections your hair section by section and shakes it out to really encourage any possible curl as close up to the root as possible, will also really help. And then scrunching your hair upside down right before you diffuse. And then finally, I would say if you have fine, silky, low density hair that's very silky and is not prone to frizz, remember you may not need a curl cream. It may be exacerbating the problem that you have. You might be better off with some sort of, like maybe just using I Create Volume, for example, or just using a gelée and a foam, and really focusing on products that are adding texture and hold to your hair rather than products like a curl cream, which are adding weight and silkiness to your hair, which are not solving problems that you have. So really make sure that the products that you're using are actually solving problems that you have and not just products that stay curl on them. When I started thinking about hair that way, it changed everything for me. You really, really want to give thought to when you're buying a product, why am I choosing this product? What problem is it solving for me? Is it meant for me? Or is it just a product that says curl on it? Is it just a product that I heard someone say online is really good? That's not the same thing as what problem is this product solving and is it a problem I have? It's going to save you a lot of money. Okay. Okay, so oh, I'm liking this wash day. It needs a second to settle, and we need to shake it out. So I always like to kind of examine the back to see how things are lying. But yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Yep. The texturizing product is called Inner Peace by Inner Sense. It's an Inner Peace whipped cream texturizer. You can order it online from our salon, Curlology, which is linked in my bio. Guys, order it from our salon. It is a lot cheaper than some of the other places that you can order it. I'm pretty sure even if you were to place like a decent sized order, even if you were paying for shipping from our salon, it's still gonna be cheaper than like a lot of the places. Like the prices for this stuff and some of the online locations are wild. So definitely take a look at the salon. Okay, so different ways to use Inner Peace. Y'all know that I like that volume. So I'm gonna take a little bit more of this. I'm gonna put it just on my fingertips, okay? I'm gonna flip my hair forward and I'm gonna shake out these roots. I'm really focusing on this spot right above my ears. There we go. Oh, you were doing a refresh with I Crave Volume. Oh, awesome. I love it. Yeah, my bangs are getting a little long, so I'm kind of splitting them now, so I need to get them refreshed. But yeah, we're pretty much good for today. So that was about an hour, and for me, I protect my hair at night with, here, I'll give you a little spin. It's still settling, but it gives you an idea of what we're working with. Sorry, YouTube, you've been kind of cut off this whole time. It's because I have like a tripod here, so I'm trying to get all like 3 cameras angled. What was I gonna say? So I will protect my hair at night with this silk pillowcase. Usually I create definition, like with this lineup, I can definitely wear my hair without refreshing it tomorrow. Maybe get one more day without refreshing it. Maybe do a light refresh around day 4. I would say I usually have 4 days now that my hair is shorter, and then I can either wash it around day 5. Usually I'll wash it around day 5 these days. When my hair was long and I was doing the rake and shake method, I could easily get like day 6 with minimal refreshes to it. That was with the rake and shake method. With this routine, yeah, because I'm letting it get like big and a little bit frizzier. Like I'll just go bigger and bigger and bigger and lean into the frizz now. But yeah, thanks for joining. I'm gonna head into the salon today, so if you need any products, come on in and see me. Okay, bye guys.